Heron Pines has been around for 17 years now, but playing it never gets old. And perhaps that's because of the way architect Stephen Kay tests your mind as much as your swing. All that begins on the first tee, where you face a short, easy-looking par 4 and a tough decision. Do you trust your driver enough on number 1 to blast it up there by the green, or is it smarter to play it safe? The mind games begin here, with a wrestling match involving your ego, course management skills, and confidence in your decision. It can create quite a bit of turmoil for someone who hasn't even swung the club yet. A short time later, if you hit a good drive on the par 5 third, you'll face another dilemma. Do you go for it in 2 and take on the bunkers and trees on the left, or do you bang it down the right side and try to make birdie with your wedge? More choices, more indecision, and more fun between the ears. On the 5th hole, the multiple choice test is suspended for a time because your only real option here is to hit it long and straight. This par 4 is 413 yards from the back tee, with a pond and bunkers on the right and trees left. It's a large green, so when the pin's up front, it's far better to miss short than long. On the 7th, put the thinking cap back on because this par 4 is only 295 from the whites, 323 from all the way back. It is so tempting to grip it and rip it, but there's enough trouble to give you pause. On the other hand, that huge fairway bunker means a layup off the tee is no slam dunk either. The green is somewhat shallow, so add that to the equation as you decide how you'd like to attack the hole. Early on the back 9, you'll really enjoy the challenge of the par 3 11th. No choices this time, it's all about trust. The hole maxes out at only 130 yards, but there's no bailout anywhere. Short is dead, but there are steep drop-offs on all sides. That tends to tighten up that swing, and the last thing you want to do is try to steer it here. This short little hole can serve up birdies or heartbreak. No matter what happens, though, keep your emotions in check because you'll need a solid strike on the next tee. 12 is a par 4 with an attitude. 405 from the Blues, 415 yards from the back tee, with strategically placed bunkers that put a premium on your tee shot and your approach. And you might start to notice the deeper you get into the back 9, the more demanding this layout gets. It's time to execute, especially at number 14.
This is the 14th hole at Blue Heron Pines, one of my favorite holes. This hole's carved out in the Jersey Pines, has a lot of risk reward. It's our number 1 handicapped hole here at the course. A large waste bunker carved out in the middle of the fairway. A challenge for all handicappers here. Once you get up by the green, it's surrounded by bunkers, elevated. From start to finish, this hole tests you all the way.
The 15th is another good test, a par 4 of more than 400 yards with another waste bunker staring at you on the tee and a pond lurking left of the landing area. Steer away from the bunker and your second shot will have to carry more water and a greenside bunker. But if you challenge the waste bunker with your tee ball, you're rewarded with a much better angle in. We'll wrap up the tour with the home hole and let the pro do the honors.
18 is a great finishing hole because it's a risk reward. It's a par 5 that's reachable, well guarded by fairway bunkers on the back and the left side of the green, and on the far right it's an out of bounds. So when the guys try to get home in 2, be careful because you will be rewarded if you can hit the green, but if you miss the green you can make bogey in a hurry.
Blue Heron Pines is in Galloway Township, just minutes from exits 12 and 14 of the Atlantic City Expressway. Online it's blueheronpines.com.